and it does require a bit of practice. And I think that when it comes to questions, even if you've learned it and you understand it and you know the difference between closed, open, and indirect questioning, getting it right at the moment, 3 minutes into your conversation where you're under a bit of pressure to go to the next task, etc., is not the easiest thing to do. So revision and repetition is really important, and you'll get the chance to do that this week. Fatima, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, Fatima. Okay. Do you know what a closed question is?
Close question is when you, as a patient, when you want the patient to explain further about a condition. Like example,
Go on, give me an
how
example.
are you feeling?
Well, no, that's not a closed question. That's an open question. Okay. How are you feeling? Okay. Just think of how many different answers there are to that. Amazing, terrible. Oh, you know, a bit 50-50. I'm not really sure. Yesterday I was, there's loads of information. A closed question is one that can be finished with yes or no. Okay, so are you feeling better? Ah, now that's a yes or no, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's called a closed question because it can only take you somewhere very, very specific. An open question is something that you ask and you sort of say, okay, here, you can tell me anything you like about this thing. So closed questions, generally with these basic auxiliaries. Do you have any pain in your elbow? Have you taken any painkillers? All of these are closed questions because they finish with yes or no. Open questions start with things like this: where, when, how often, how much, things like that. Okay. Could you tell me more about? Yeah, it could be something like that. But these are the open questions. Now, there's a kind of idea. It's not just in the healthcare, the field of healthcare. It's just in general. The conversations go out to in like this. Okay. That we start open and that we go down towards closed. That's a bit simple, but it's a good strategy to be aware of. It's a good sort of pattern to be aware of. We often start with open questions and go towards closed ones. And it happens a lot in these consultations, but it doesn't mean that we start 5 minutes with open questions and then as we go down through the 5 minutes, it's only closed questions. I think it's more like this. Okay, I think it's more like this. Then into the next one. It's more like that. It just keeps happening all the time. You start open, you go to close, then you ask an open one again, you ask a closed one, ask an open one. It might be 3 closed ones on the run, and then you might go back to open again when you're providing structure into the next topic. Okay, so it's not just, it doesn't just go in that direction, but quite often it does. Because if I say, can you describe the pain? All right, they describe the pain, but they might say, oh, it's really horrible. It annoys me so much. Oh, God, honestly, I was talking to my mum on the phone the other day and the pain was, I was just talking about it. You know, what's the patient hasn't told you anything. So you end up having to like sort of get them more closed. You have to start asking them questions like, is it a shooting pain? Or does the pain affect you at night? Does the pain affect your sleep? And you end up trying to get to the point a bit quicker. So we do it a lot. All conversations, all consultations are a combination of open questions and closed. And you're going to get the chance to do that more this week.
formal structure for these types of classes.
Okay, so here I am with Edwin. Hi, Edwin.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, nice to see you. Okay, so Edwin, you are an OET hero, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, super. So where do you live?